4 o'clock कर दीजिए. 3:30 4 o'clock.
Yes,
Madam, I move that the Constitution 91st Amendment Bill 2000 be taken up for consideration by this Honourable House and be approved by this Honourable House. Madam, the 42nd Amendment to the Constitution fixed the number of seats and the basis for determining the number of seats both in the Lok Sabha and in the state legislative assemblies. They also fixed the basis of 1971 census as being the basis for the purposes of future limitations. The Constitution amendment also provided that system would continue till such time till the figures of the census after the year 2000 are actually available. And therefore, since 1977, all elections in this country have been held on basis of the number of seats which were fixed on basis of the 1971 census and the delimitation of constituencies which was done on the basis of the 1971 census. Since that period of 2000 is over, therefore this Honourable House has now an obligation to actually provide an arrangement for the future. The government had introduced the 91st Amendment Bill in Parliament. This bill went to the Standing Committee for consideration. I am extremely grateful to the members of the Standing Committee and the Chairman, Shri Pranab Mukherjee, who examined this issue at length and was able to evolve a broad consensus on basis of which this Constitution amendment should be approved. There are 6 different articles of the Constitution which are sought to be amended. Article 55 deals with the presidential election. The basis of determination of population there too has to be changed from the figure 2000 to 2026. Article 81 deals with the number of seats in the Lok Sabha. For this, 2 different criteria have been adopted. For the purposes of fixation of number of seats, it is the census of 1971, that is the number of seats which were determined on basis of the 1971 census which are existing today, are sought to be frozen both at the national level and also with regard to each state. This was considered necessary because this freeze has been considered necessary to be extended till the year 2026 for various reasons which found favour with the Standing Committee, which the government also has accepted the proposal. The first reason was that under the National Population Policy, the year 2026 is anticipated to be the year where we shall probably attempt to achieve the population stabilization target, and that is why the freeze continues till the year 2026. The second reason is that there are a number of states which are successfully implementing the family planning program, and there are some states which have not been so successful in implementing the family planning program. If this freeze was not imposed, then the states which have successfully implemented the family planning program, actually their representation in Parliament would go down, and those states which have actually defaulted in the implementation of the family planning program would have an incentive in that default because their representation would go up. Therefore, not to create such an anomalous situation, it has been considered necessary to freeze the number of seats on basis of the 1971 census as they exist today till the year 2026 both as far as the centre is concerned and the states are concerned. However, since 1971 it has been noticed that the number of disparity in the size of number of seats, in the disparity in the size and strength of each seat have grown. Seats have become uneven because of the population growth figures, urbanization. Those figures have been uneven as per the parliamentary constituencies. And therefore, a delimitation would be required with regard to the parliamentary seats, even when the figure in every state remains the same. For that delimitation, the figure which, the census figure which has been considered relevant is the 1991 census. Why we are relying still on the 1991 census and not on the census of the year 2001 which has been completed is because the figures of the 2001 census are likely to be available only by the end of the year 2002. And since those figures would be available only by the end of the year 2002, last time when the census was conducted, the Delimitation Commission was notified in the year 1972. It took 4 years to complete the exercise. This time, because we are not increasing the number of seats but reallocating, and also because of more modern technologies available, it is not likely to take 4 years, it will take much less. but it is still a lengthy exercise where various people will have to be heard, delimitation will have to be done in each state, and therefore the period will take reasonable time. And if we waited till the 2002 census figures are available, perhaps we may not be able to delimit the new constituencies by the time the next election normally falls due. Therefore, for the purposes of delimitation, the 1991 census, which is presently the only figure, the last best available figure which is available, has been considered necessary. The same principle which is applicable to Lok Sabha by amendment of Article 82 has been applied to the election as far as the state assemblies is concerned, and the readjustment of constituencies is also going to be on the same basis. That is the number of constituencies as per the 1971 census, but the readjustment of constituencies on basis of the 1991 census to make them broadly all equal. It would be required after this constitution amendment is passed. It may have to be ratified because Article 55 amendments have to be ratified by half the state assemblies. After the ratification is done, a delimitation act will have to be framed by this parliament, where guidelines would have to be given as to the basis on which delimitation would take place and the body which will undertake the delimitation exercise. Another significant article which is sought to be amended, because the original constitution itself in Article 330 provides that the reservation of the number of seats for the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribe constituencies will be on basis of the population percentage of these communities. Now that population percentage was on basis of the 71 census, it was fixed. It would have to be readjusted on basis of the last available census, which is the 1991 census, and therefore two amendments are consequently necessary to the provision articles in the constitution on that basis. With these observations, Madam, I commend to this Honourable House that this bill to amend the Constitution of India be taken up for consideration and be approved by the Honourable House.
Motion move.